Hey, it's Dustin from Parts Doctor, and today I'm going to show you how to replace this felt drum seal on a Whirlpool dryer. But this also applies to some other great manufacturer brands such as Kenmore, Maytag, Amana, and more. So come along, I'll show you step by step. You can do it. Let's get into it. If the rear felt drum seal is damaged or missing, clothing can get stuck or lodge between the drum and the bulkhead back panel. The rear seal also provides a smooth surface for the drum to rotate on. If your seal is damaged, items in the dryer can be ruined, or the drum might rub directly on the back panel, causing damage to the appliance. If you need to purchase a drum felt seal for your Whirlpool dryer, you can check out our website, partsdoctor.com, where we offer fast shipping and only sell manufacturer-approved genuine replacement parts for all major appliance brands. Tools needed for this repair: Phillips head screwdriver, 5/16 nut driver or socket, putty knife, at least 4 clamps, 3 2x4 blocks or something similar to hold the dryer drum up. Before working on any appliance, please remember to disconnect it from the power. If you need to move your dryer away from the wall, please disconnect the dryer vent hose on the rear of the machine. Exposed edges on the dryer may be sharp, so consider using gloves and protective clothing. Locate the lint screen and pull the lint screen from the lint chute. Set it aside. Using a Phillips head screwdriver, remove the 2 screws from the lint chute opening. Be careful to not let them fall down the lint screen chute. On the top panel of the dryer, there are 2 clips roughly 2 inches from the edge of the dryer that hold the top panel in place. Using a putty knife, gently press the clip in to release the top panel of the dryer. While you're pressing on the clip, gently pull up on the top panel so you know when it's released. Repeat on the opposite side until the top is released from both clips. Once the top is free, the top panel of the dryer can be safely opened and secure. It is important that you do not flip the top all the way open, as you can damage the metal tabs or wiring harness. The metal tabs holding the top panel are not designed or strong enough to hold the panel on their own. Prop the top panel against a wall or secure it with cord or twine. Locate the door switch wiring connector in the front right corner of the dryer cabinet. Gently use your putty knife to release the locking tab on the door switch wiring harness and pull the 2 connectors apart. Once the top panel is secure and the door switch is disconnected, move on to removing the front panel. There are 2 5/16 screws and 2 slide-in hooks holding the front panel to the cabinet. First, remove the 2 5/16 fasteners with either a nut driver or socket, and be sure not to lose the 2 retaining clips that hold the screws in place. Once both of the top screws are removed, tilt the top of the front panel about 6 inches away from the cabinet and lift to free the panel from the 2 bottom clips. The dryer drum is supported by the front panel, so while you're moving the front panel away, rest the drum against either of the dryer side panels. The metal edges can be sharp, so be careful when working around any exposed edges of the dryer. Now place your support under the dryer drum to hold it in place. We are using these scrap 2x4 blocks to hold the drum while we work. Once the drum is stabilized, you can see where the idler pulley is on the bottom of the dryer cabinet. If your belt and idler pulley are still in place, snap a photo of the belt orientation for reference later. If the drive belt is still attached to the idler pulley, push the idler pulley right towards the motor pulley to release the tension off the drive belt and slide it off the motor pulley. The idler pulley should now be free. If your dryer has multiple slots for the idler pulley to mount in, you'll want to take note on which slot your idler pulley was mounted in. You can use the drive belt to help guide the drum out of the dryer cabinet. Lift the drum and slowly guide it out of the cabinet through the 2 rounded indents in the sides of the dryer cabinet. Place the drum down with the felt seal facing up. If the seal has already started to come off the drum, start peeling it from that spot. Pull up on the felt seal until you work your way around the entire drum. If you need assistance, you can use your putty knife to help release the old adhesive. Once the felt seal is completely removed, discard the old seal and use the putty knife to clean off any remaining adhesive. You can clean the rim of the dryer drum if you need to, but be sure that the surface is not oily or greasy after cleaning. If you need to purchase a new felt seal, make sure you get a manufacturer certified replacement part like the ones we sell on our website, partsdoctor.com. We'll leave a link in the description below. Search with the model number from the tag on your dryer to be sure you get the correct part. To install, slide the felt seal over the lip of the drum with the black band going on first. On the inside of the seal, there is a small flap that will sit on the lip of the dryer drum. Hold the felt seal in place with a clamp. Moving around the drum like a clock, place another clamp at the 3 o'clock position. Continue sliding the seal on the drum and place clamps at least the 6 and 9 o'clock positions of the drum. If you need to use additional clamps to initially hold the seal around the drum, do whatever makes it easier to fully attach the seal all the way around the drum. To make applying the adhesive easier, we are going to carefully place the dryer drum on its side. You can place a couple blocks on the ground to keep it from rolling. Be careful to not let the clamps hit the ground. Working in sections between clamps, carefully pull back the bottom section of the seal and apply a bead of adhesive. Aftermarket knockoff parts are sometimes made with cheap materials and can be sold with adhesive that's not formulated to hold up to high temperatures. Using non-genuine aftermarket parts could end up costing you time and money in the future. Let the adhesive sit on the surface of the drum for 60 seconds before firmly pushing the felt seal on the adhesive. When you complete a section between the clamps, carefully move a clamp to the spot that you just glued. You will now continue to work around the drum like a clock, applying the adhesive to the next section until you are all the way around where you started. Once you've applied adhesive to the entire seal, make sure to clean up any adhesive that may have dripped down from the seal. We recommend keeping the clamps on the dryer for 24 hours to allow the adhesive to fully cure. After 24 hours, remove the clips and double check that the felt seal is firmly attached all around the lip of the drum. If you moved your drum support from earlier, be sure to move it back to the front middle of the bottom of the cabinet and slide the right roller wheel towards the front of the dryer cabinet. This will make reinstalling the drum easier. Check to be sure that the drive belt is not twisted or flipped in any spot, and grab the belt and the front of the dryer drum and slowly maneuver it between the side panels into the cabinet. You want to be sure that the felt seal is in the rear when sliding the drum back into place. Slide the drum in and rest the rear of the drum on the 2 roller wheels at the back of the cabinet. Do a visual check on the right roller wheel to see that it's in the wheel channel. While holding the drive belt, press your leg against the front of the dryer drum to hold it in place and slowly turn the drum to check that the felt seal is not folded between the drum and the back panel. Be sure to spin the drum 1 full rotation. Gently rest the drum on your 2x4 blocks and position the drive belt. Be sure that the black groove side is facing the drum and the fabric looking side is facing up. Locate the slots on the bottom of the dryer cabinet. Slide the left side of the bottom of the idler pulley into the leftmost slot at an angle and then the other tab on the idler pulley into the slot next to it. Reach in the opening below the idler pulley wheel and pull the belt through. Apply pressure to the idler pulley towards the motor until you can move the belt onto the motor pulley on the motor shaft. Reference the photo you took earlier if you need help with the belt path. While looking at the drive belt on the idler pulley tensioner, support the front of the drum and slowly turn the drum clockwise. The drum, belt, and motor should all turn when you do this. If your drum does not turn freely, either the belt or idler pulley are installed incorrectly. If there's an issue with the drum not spinning freely, do not proceed to install the front panel of the dryer. Remove the drive belt from the idler pulley and pull the drum out to find the problem before proceeding. If the drum, pulley, motor, and rollers are all spinning smoothly, move the front panel near and while carefully supporting the drum, remove the support blocks underneath it. While continuing to support the drum, move the front panel into place. Using your foot, slide the bottom of the front panel on the metal hooks near the bottom of the side walls of the cabinet. Apply gentle pressure to the bottom of each side of the front panel until each side slips on and down on the metal J-shaped hooks. While continuing to hold the front panel in place, carefully reach in to align the dryer drum to fit over the front drum seal while you push the front panel against the cabinet. While holding the front panel in place, be sure that the retention clips are in place and screw the two 5/16 fasteners with your nut driver or socket. Firmly tighten both sides. Reconnect the door switch wiring harness, being sure that the locking clip snaps back into place. Check the top of the cabinet for any wires that could get pinched when closing the top panel. Slowly close the top panel and firmly snap both sides onto the clips. Replace the two screws near the lint chute. Again, be careful that they do not fall down into the chute. Finally, slide the lint screen into the lint chute opening. And that's it. Congratulations on repairing your dryer. As always, I'm Dustin with the Parts Doctor, and until next time, thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.